Hey, what is going on, guys? I want to bring back another quarter scale figure review, and I figured I should do this one first, out of the other ones maybe that I haven't reviewed yet or something, simply because I noticed that there aren't a lot of videos on this one on YouTube, and this is a pretty awkward figure to pick up for multiple reasons. One, it is a translucent figure, so that's not everybody's thing. Not everybody wants a translucent figure. Also, the mouth is kind of awkward on this figure. We'll get into that later on in the video, but for right now, it does have the standard alien articulation. Only thing that is new about this alien is, from at least the 2008 version, is basically near the hips and the waist region. They fixed it up a lot. What I mean by that is they gave it a lot more articulation with ratchet joints. Yeah, as you can see, it swivels. There's a swivel and everything. It's kind of awkward as well. It's quite awkward to move around because sometimes it wants to go a certain way. I don't know. I don't really like it. I kind of prefer the, hang on one second, I'm trying to fix the arm. But I kind of prefer the old one. The old one's articulation near the waist a lot better, but especially with the legs. I don't like when they give us figures such as this, you know, a larger piece, and they put a lot of articulation on it, simply because it kind of takes away the, I guess you want to say, like, the higher end aspect of it, and that may seem weird to some people, but I just feel like when you get a figure this size, it shouldn't have a lot of articulation, and it also shouldn't have, it should be more like a statue piece, sort of like how the Hannibal Lecter is, made by Neca, or the older quarter scales, you know, produced by, like, McFarlane. You get what I'm saying. But going in, it has you know, rotation at the elbow as well as a single joint, a swivel at the forearm here, or over by the shoulder, and then the shoulder itself is the same, just a pin socket joint. It does have a rocker at the torso, which is very stiff on mine, which I like because they do tend to break. If you haven't had one break already, you're pretty lucky, because what it likes to do is it likes to, when you're trying to turn it, go in a full 360 degrees, and then torso comes right off. So that has happened to me in the past. It's not a lot of fun. But then moving on, like, I'm just going to show you sort of like by the waist region, because they kind of gave you, sorry about that, guys, his tail knocked over the camera. But they gave you a rubbery material over here, around the whole waist region, so that kind of takes away from the whole full plastic that came in 2008 version. There will be a comparison when I get the black version of this, not the translucent, because I'm not actually a big fan of this. I kind of wish I didn't get this, but my fault, I asked for it. Then if we continue over to the head, this is actually my biggest complaint right here. So, you're used to an alien figure to have the inner jaw, correct? Most people do. So, with this one's inner jaw, when it comes out, do you see that? It's closed. It's a closed mouth. What is the point in having an inner jaw if it's closed? Think about it. They open their mouth, they have the inner jaw come out to be intimidating, and it's closed? I don't get it. You know, if somebody has a good reason as to why it is closed on this figure, please let me know in the comment section below, but that makes absolutely no sense to me. And then also, they completely hide the teeth with these extremely weird pieces. All you see are the teeth on the side, and that's not very good looking or attractive to the eye when you look at it straight on and you see that. It looks like all its teeth got knocked out, and it can't even close its mouth all the way. That's as far as you go. I mean, it looks good until you get to the head. And then the dome, you could see the glue. I don't know if it's going to pick up. Yeah, right there, you can see the glue in the dome. It's just not a good piece. And also the dome actually is like, it's not cut right. It might just be mine, but it seems like it's like hanging over It does have good, rotation at the head, though. I like that it's not so stiff because it allows for quick movement, and I do like that a lot. Also, with this, it allows you to see the dome a little bit better. And unlike the 2008 version, which this is my only complaint with the older version compared to this one, there wasn't sculpting in the dome itself inside, underneath it, except for like the eyes and the nose. But it seems like when you go up, like all this right here at the top wasn't sculpted in, but now they actually sculpted it in. So I guess, they did a good job with that. But the figure itself isn't that great. I mean, it has all the standard articulation. The only thing that's new is a double jointed knee, a ball joint at the ankle, hinges at the toes, or I guess I should say like halfway through the foot. That whole part over here with the hips, which I hate. I basically hate. Personally, I feel like when Neca makes a figure, especially at this size, like, I have no problem with the 7 inches having a little bit of articulation like they do. But now that the Predators and stuff are starting to scale up to more articulation and everything, it's starting to annoy me. And I really want to hear your opinion on this whole thing that I'm saying in the comment section below. But I feel like their quarter scales should come into sort of like a statue type of appearance, if you know what I mean. More like it's kind of pre-posed, sort of like how the Freddy vs. Jason was, the Freddy Krueger, the original one, not the part 2 that just came out, because that has a lot of articulation as well, and I'm going to be ordering that hopefully tomorrow, but this video is on Tuesday, so I should be able to order it tomorrow, which is Wednesday, but I kind of wish that they went back to that part, because I'm not a big fan of that. And also you can see like Neca is starting to have a lot of flaws now with like this right over there. It's like, it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but in person, and now actually it picks it up pretty good. It's like bubbled up. It's almost like somebody took something when they were putting the plastic on, or like the sculpt over it was just pushed up too much, and now there's like this huge seam in there and like gap. So Neca is starting to go down in quality, and unless you have like maybe $500 to spend on a piece, you're not going to get anything better than what Neca has. So, I mean, it's starting to annoy me, especially with the things that they're coming up with. I love the Kenner line, but things like this aren't cutting it. If they kept it to the old style kind of look from the 2008 version with less articulation, this whole mouth part gone, and this open, this would be my favorite Alien figure. But, because of that reason, it's not. But don't get me wrong, it is a good figure, and if you do like Alien and you like the 7-inch concept Alien, definitely get it. Because it's essentially the same exact thing, but there are a lot of flaws with this that are, to me, just not right. And, it's fine if everybody else has a different opinion, but it could be a little bit better. So, I went over everything with it. I want to hear definitely what you guys have to say about the figure in the comment section below. The one thing that I definitely want to hear from you guys is the whole jaw. Like, it's horrible. I really hate it. But, I'll leave that up to you guys. So, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Remember to like, favorite, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.